Hello and welcome to Coffee with Carey. At some point I have to take the tag off so I can do my cup without you seeing this big white tag from Target probably, I don't know. Appreciate you being here today. If you're new, I'm Carey. A lot of dating stuff going on here because I'm a matchmaker and a dating coach. Today I wanted to address the fact that so many people, especially my over 50 crowd, over 40 crowd, really has something to overcome before they can put themselves out there dating. The thought of just getting back out there after a long time away, after a hiatus. Some people, 30 years since they had a date. So I realized that for some, the anxiety, the fear around putting yourself back out there can really prevent you from taking that next step, whatever that might be, to get yourself back into the dating world. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. If getting out there dating is going to take an extra dose of courage, you might be helped by knowing these 3 secrets. 5 secrets? What did the title say? I guess we'll figure it out. But I know for sure 3 that I wanted to share with you. 3 secrets that you should know if there is fear around this process for you. I hope you'll stick around. That's what's coming up right now. So number 1, we need to talk about fear of the unknown, because that's what this is about. Fear of not knowing what to expect, not knowing what's going to happen. And I think by the time we get to about 50, you may have made the realization and seen the connection here that a lot of things that we are apprehensive about are because we don't know what to expect, and it is the fear of the unknown. And I think you may have noticed by this point that most of the time, the things that we really can work ourselves up over, the things we can get very anxious about and worry, if you're a worrier, I'm really worried about this thing I have coming up next week. You'll have had enough experiences that you realize when you get to the other side of the experience that there really wasn't that much to worry about. Because the funny thing is, surprisingly, or not so much surprisingly, it's the things that we don't worry about, that we don't even know to expect or know we need to worry about. Those are the things that come in life and bite us in the ass. And we didn't even see it coming, had no time to worry whatsoever. The things that we can work ourselves up over and stress about, how am I going to get through this? This is unusual. This is different. I'm afraid. How do I do this? Those are the things that usually 99% of the time we did that to ourselves for nothing. It was fine on the other side. So I encourage you to tap into that, make that realization for yourself, that connection, to realize it's probably not worth all this freaking out, because like most things that I felt this way about previously in my last 50 years, it's probably going to be fine. The second secret I want to share with you is that a heart doesn't really break. You know, the worst case scenario, we invest ourselves in getting to know somebody. We really like them. We thought we really had a great connection going. They seemed amazing. They seemed to really like us even. Wow, at the end of the night, he kissed me goodnight. He asked for my number. I really felt that we had started something and we were on the same page and that this was going to be something cool. And then I never heard from him. He never called, ghosted yet again. That happens. You know what though? You're going to survive, because while things hurt and things that last even longer and have become a part of our lives and having to let go, if you've had a relationship previously and it's not here anymore, there was probably a period you had to go through to grieve the loss of that, to mourn the end of a relationship. If you've experienced it, it's painful, it's very emotional, but it's not something that lasts forever. And you probably know that if you think about it logically, that it's a pain that is endurable, because a heart has never really just crumbled into a million pieces because somebody didn't love you anymore. It's not going to be a permanent affliction you need to live with forever. You know, it's hard. You invest yourself in somebody and you think they feel the same way. But honestly, dates can go numerous ways. There are dates where the other person feels that they really like you and things were going well, and you were thinking the whole time this is a nice person, but not for me. There were red flags popping up all over, and I'm ready to move on and wish them luck at the end of this date. But if you don't say that to them, they go off thinking the same thing you would in the situation, that perhaps they're thinking, oh, we could really do this summer, and maybe this person would come with me to that family picnic. They have no idea. And then, of course, they're going to have to deal with that, rejection. Rejection's hard, but it doesn't break us. It doesn't kill us. And what's the saying? Anything that doesn't kill us makes us stronger. It's one of those things. We'll survive it. We're grown-ups. And that leads me to the third secret. Number 3, I promise you that not everyone is going to like you. And if you can wrap your head around that and realize that you're not for everyone, it will make your life so much easier. When I realized that, it was just like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders. I'm not going to change who I am or go out of my way to make somebody know all about me so that they can like me more. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I mean, take YouTube, for instance. If there were somebody else who was on YouTube saying exactly what I say, and you just didn't like my personality or my face or the way I talk or anything about me, there's going to be people who would prefer to go watch that other person. And why not? She's really smart with great advice. But seriously, I would feel fine with that because I realize not everybody's going to connect with my personality. And likewise, not everybody is going to connect with yours. And what am I going to do? Have you give me feedback and tell me how to change my personality so I can be more appealing to you and talk the way you want me to, or be less this or more that? No, I'm just me, and I'm here talking to you. And if you enjoy that, then we have a type of relationship. If I'm not for you, there are other dating coaches on YouTube, and you're just going to pass by my stuff and go enjoy their presentations and what they have to say. So I understand that, and it's not going to hurt my feelings. I hope we can get along. I hope you find what I have to say useful. But if not, I realize that I'm not for everybody, so it's going to happen. I think that once you realize that, you set yourself up to be so much more relaxed and freed in the dating situation. Because if somebody doesn't want to see you, you're like, yeah, that wasn't really the connection. And that's really all it is. And if you did like them, but they didn't like you back, you're not as surprised because mentally you've prepared yourself for the fact that not everybody likes me. I'm not a people pleaser in that way. And if you are, and you're willing to jump through hoops to get people to like you, then it's something that maybe you want to think about, whether that's actually over the years worked to your benefit, or if you've done a lot of jumping to end up where you would have been without the jumping, right? So think about, I've got a bonus tip for you too. Don't go anywhere, there's one more. Now I got to remember right where I was. I don't know where I was, but I was basically saying, if you can embrace that and realize that is the truth, that you're not going to please all of the people all of the time, maybe not even some of the people all of the time, it makes your life a lot easier, and it's not going to truly get to you in the same way and hurt you or wound you in any way emotionally. You could just let it be and just continue to be yourself with that understanding that in the same way you don't like everybody, you don't, right? You don't like everybody you meet. They don't all like you either. Deal with it. The bonus is this. I feel like my new mission, I feel like I finally have a mission statement here. And what it is that I really, really want people to stop interviewing each other on dates and just go have fun. I think that I hope that the people who listen to me are getting the gist of what I'm saying, which is stop stressing out about dates and just go have fun. And if you are a person who has fear or anxiety about putting yourself out there, then you really need to hear this and think about it a little bit. Because going there with intentions of learning all about this person and seeing if they like you and connecting and having the right questions and having the right answers and sharing the right stories, and at the end figuring out by body language and what they say, trying to figure out if this connection has been made. That's a lot of pressure to put on one date. I don't want you to do that to yourself. I don't want anybody to be thinking that this date requires all of this information to be imparted into your brain. You have one question at the end of this date that you need to be able to answer honestly. And that question is, do I want to see this person one more time? Wild, right? I mean, that is honestly, if you had a great time, you enjoyed their company, they made you laugh, you enjoyed your own company while you were with them. That's key. If that was all in place just by chit-chat, you could have been just watching a band or a comedy and laughing, or sitting outside, just sharing a couple stories, or talking about the things you saw outside, or people walking by, making up stories about the people around you. It could have been anything. Telling a story about something that happened to you last weekend. But if it's right, if you're on the same wavelength and kind of getting along like that, you'll know, because you will have had a good time. And if you've had a good time, what do you want to do? I want to spend more time with this person and see them again. That is the secret to a great first date. Having fun so that you want to spend more time together. I hope you found this helpful and or interesting, if not helpful. And hopefully you'll consider subscribing to my channel. And if you hit the ring bell, then you're notified every time I upload a new episode. I would like to have you back. That would be super cool. Appreciate you being here today. And until next time, thank you and have a good one.